People get so easily offended about stupid shit these days. It's like no matter what you say, no matter how innocent your intentions may be, some bitch is always going to twist what you said into something offensive.
Don't fucking say hello. I don't play that sexual harassment shit.
Like, it's got to the point where there's no freedom of speech anymore, because everyone's too scared to say what they really think. So you end up thinking twice as hard about what to say in situations so that some triggered feminist bitch doesn't go off her tit.
This person just sexually harassed me.
If you try to please everyone, you'll please no one. Like, if you try to make your jokes age-appropriate, non-gender specific, racially sensitive, and non-offensive, guess what? It's probably going to be a crap joke. I blame the internet. I mean, not long ago, when social media wasn't what it is now, if you shared an opinion, it didn't have nearly as much spread as something does today. Or if it did, it was usually only to your friends, who probably agree with what you're saying anyway. So is it simply that there's just more people to get offended now? Like, if 1 million people watch your video or read your post, a few people are bound to get offended by something, right? And because they make such a big fuss about it, it becomes a big deal. But is that it? Or are people actually just getting offended over the stupidest things these days? Okay, so definitely some people take being offended to the next level. Like if someone makes a joke,
humongous.
And let's be honest, 80% of shit on the internet is a joke. You shouldn't be offended. It's a joke, take it as a joke. When I see people getting offended over jokes, it just makes me think they're retarded.
Humongous what?
Half the time, offensive things on the internet are just trying to spark a reaction anyway. So by reacting, you're just encouraging them to continue. I feel like there are people who actively go around looking for things to complain about. And I don't mean the good kind of complaining like what I do. I mean the kind of complaining where people go around looking for things to be offended by. Like, half the time, it doesn't even have anything to do with them. It's like they're being offended on behalf of someone who probably doesn't even give a shit. They're just trying to make everything politically correct. They're social justice warriors, protecting the innocent internet users from harmful content. I mean, I kind of understand getting offended when it's offensive towards you personally. But even then, just take the fucking joke and move on. Even if it's like some racist hillbilly saying we need to build a wall, the more you react to it, the more publicity it gets. If you tell a troll you don't like when they troll you, guess what? They're gonna fucking troll you more. If no one reacts to something offensive, it's not gonna be as funny and it'll eventually stop. Personally, I feel offended when one of my jokes doesn't offend someone. Like, my opinions aren't exactly widely spread, at least not that people are willing to admit. And I certainly don't hold back anything just because it might offend someone. So I almost expect people to disagree with me. Maybe that just makes me part of the problem, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with how this generation was brought up. You know, because kids these days are little shits. Maybe they're so spoilt from getting everything from their parents, they don't know how to take a few innocent insults. Like if you're told your whole life how perfect and wonderful you are, and then some cunt starts calling you a triggered Nazi bitch, I can see how that might hit a few nerves.
How dare you! Disgusting!
But seriously, this whole PC, social justice warrior triggered shit has to stop. It's been getting worse and worse the last few years, and it's ruining the freedom of the internet. The solution is actually very simple. Just stop giving a shit what strangers on the internet say. If you see a post you don't like, you can scroll past it. By commenting that you're offended, you're only adding to the problem. Most of all, you're just going to get hated on by all the logical thinking people. So next time you see some triggered bitch getting offended by something stupid, be sure to remind them how stupid they are. Hopefully if enough people disagree with them, they'll realize how much they've overreacted. That way, people can go back to making innocent jokes without having to deal with the psycho PC police.